How Nigerians can JAPA with dependents. That's the news headline for today. So I came across this news headline and I decided to share it with my fellow beloved Nigerians. For those of you that want to JAPA, come closer, come closer, come closer. And just know that class is in session. So when I came across this news report by Femi Aina on Punch newspaper, I decided to share it with my fellow Nigerians. So let's follow. By the way, my name is Jabolko Trade and I share life issues. Do well to like and subscribe. Let's get into the news. So Femi Aina is a Nigerian UK-based lawyer who decided to share some tips on how to get across to the United Kingdom with your dependents, and he had 1 or 2 points to share. Recall that on 1st of January, the UK government had posted on their Twitter platform that from the beginning of this year, you can't come in as a Nigerian with your dependents. Even all foreign workers, all foreign skilled workers can't come in with their dependents. Also, students who are not Nigerians basically cannot come in with their dependents. But there is a way around it. And so what's the way around it? Number one is that you who is coming on a postgraduate research can come in with your dependents. Or if the United Kingdom is actually funding your scholarship, you can come in. Let me read it for you. And as I went ahead to verify this news on X, which is formerly Twitter, and this is what it has to say. We are fully committed to seeing a decisive cut in migration. From today, new overseas students will no longer be able to bring family members to the UK. Postgraduate research or government-funded scholarship students will be exempt. Changes to student-dependent rules now in force. So I just read that to you. I just read that to you. That is verified information from their page. You could go look it up yourself. Go online, get on the computer, surf the net, and you'll see this to be very, very, very true. So he went ahead to mention that you could also come in through the investor route. Are you an investor? Do you have some bucks with you? What we call ego. Do you have some money on you and you are a very good and sound investor and you want to invest in the United Kingdom? If you go through that route, you're surely going to go in with your dependents. He also went ahead to mention of another aspect, which is if you're a member of the EEA, European Economic Area, go look it up, go check it up. Are you a member of that area? If you are, you can go in with your dependents. But just know that this is not about you. The UK government is just doing this to protect itself based on the mandate in which they came into power, based on their promises to their citizens. So it's not just about you. They didn't mention the country Nigeria. They didn't mention any particular country in any of their posts. They said overseas students. I'm going to read another one for you just so you know what this is all about. Let me get it for you. Since the start of January, the majority of students coming to the UK can no longer bring dependents. This will see an estimated 140,000 fewer arrivals. It's just one part, our package of measures to cut net migration. We are delivering on our promise to the British people. Our new restrictions on students bringing dependents will see a decisive cut in migration. A decisive cut in migration. Mind you, they are delivering on their promise to the British people. So it's not about you. It's not about you. It's all about the politicians and their promises. Any government will want to deliver on these promises to its citizens. So that's what they are doing. They didn't mention any country's name here. So I've talked about the research, postgraduate research. I've also talked about if the government is funding your scholarship, then you could go in with your dependents. If you're a member of the EEA, European Economic Area, If you're also an investor, those are the routes in which you could use to get legitimately into the United Kingdom with your dependents. For those of you who want to JAPA, this news is actually for you. Now, you may say they are discriminating against you. No, they are not, because in 2010, there's this Equality Act. What does it have to say? That no one is meant to discriminate against you on the basis of nationality. So they are not discriminating against you. They are only working in the best interest of their citizens. No one is allowed, no country is allowed to discriminate against any other national. In the words of Donald Trump, America first. So in their own words, they are trying to say British or Britain, citizens of Britain are first in their agenda. So I've mentioned all the cases in which you could bring independence, but what does this have to mean for us in other aspects? Many cases of infidelity may arise based on this policy. So to avoid all those, stem down that tide, explore these options to go in with your dependents so that you will not have to accuse your husband that he's having cases of infidelity. You won't have to accuse your wife of cases of infidelity. Stay knowledgeable and work in your own best interests. This is Jabal Trade sharing live issues. Until I come your way some other time, stay blessed.